Welcome to one of the league's biggest and brightest venues, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Houston Texans and the LA Chargers.
Give it up for your Los Angeles Chargers.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And off we go from SoFi. This is Hassan Haskins now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Throwing to start this game. That one's complete. Amarion Hampton. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Herbert now off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On third down, Herbert. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Good ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. First carry here for the rookie from UNC. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Herbert on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Herbert to throw once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. Running in the red zone. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who are in postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons. And that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
First play, Stroud's going to pass. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. From the gun, Marks gets it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Lofts it deep right side. It is caught at the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside, defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play, partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. On the counter, it's Hampton. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Herbert from the gun. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, 1st round. It is caught left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
2 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
1st down throw by Stroud. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it'll be a 1st down Texans. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Again, Stroud. Berrios makes the catch. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! Picked up and on the move now inside the 20.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Back to Hampton. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Brought in by Ganson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Fits it through the middle. He's got it in the red zone. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. This makes it up to the 25. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Texans.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play. Just like that.
1st down, it's a run with Marks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Going left with Marks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. On the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kickers got to be a little bit like quarterbacks, Kate, every once in a while. When a QB throws a pick, you got to flush it. When a kicker gets one blocked earlier in the game, you got to do the same thing. You got to flush it, trust your fundamentals, and deliver as he just did.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, it's Haskins. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with Hampton. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play made by E.J. Speed.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Gets this one against him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Play action now for Herbert. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Oh, the football's loose. And the Texans have it. And they're going to take possession of the football. They're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. And send their tight end right. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He brings it in. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. McConkey's got it again. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers now lead by 10. McConkey with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11.
Texans 10. Cameron Dicker to kick
Dicker
off
all
for the
lined up and
Chargers.
ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, Stroud. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down, Texans.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Up the middle, it's Marks. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. So 3rd and 6 on deck, Brock, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That's caught. This is Kirk. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff to Marks. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. First call here coming from the shotgun. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Throwing on first is Herbert. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Herbert again. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. This will be a 44-yard look.
44-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hanson and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down, Houston.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be first down, Houston.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Stroud to throw on first down. Looking for an open man. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This connects with Higgins. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Marks. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Stroud now bringing his guys up for this 2-point attempt.
The Texans will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
24. Texans 21.
critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now, Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Now an inside give to Hampton. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. Here's Hampton. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Again, it's Hampton. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Hampton gets it from the pistol. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To the air this time. Herbert. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Johnson finds the football, complete. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Yards on the play. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
Loss of 2.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Allen sent in motion right. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game.
31. Texans 21.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Noel to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. Finding Collins. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nico Collins. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Texans 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They kick the running back in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Higgins makes the catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Taking a shot towards the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Looking for somewhere to throw. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here as you're laying there after taking that hit. Are you asking your linemen? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. That roar, what is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
They can tack on 1 more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal. We tie this game in the 4th.
31, Texans 28.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, it's Haskins. Things going well so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First and 10 from the 32. the gun. Here's Hampton. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play
1 yard
is
gain.
at least he didn't go
Brings up
backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
Play action now for Herbert. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for Will Disley.
This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down.
Derek Stingley.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
The Texans are in the nickel. 3rd down. Herbert to throw once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds just past the 5.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. It's Marks on the handoff. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud completes it quick. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down, Houston.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now a give to Marks. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Stroud off of play action. Collins got it left side. And this one does not go far.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this 3rd down. Shotgun now, first round. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Complete to Nico Collins.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. To the air, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. They send a receiver in motion right. On play action, here's Stroud. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They can lose yards.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. He kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. He's back to throw. This connects with Higgins. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down, Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Throwing is Stroud. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it. He's got it in the red zone. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Brings up 4th.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Texans trail by a field goal. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. Don't forget the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Looking good, and it's through. And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He just keeps finding McConkey. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Oronde Gadsden the second. And now it's 3rd down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Throwing now. Trying for the deep ball. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. He'll look to throw it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Houston calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. First down throw by Stroud. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Chargers bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go. So it's all coming down to a try from Cameron Dicker. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
And if you hear that celebration, Kate, over there on the sidelines, it's those defenders celebrating once again. It was their work, their turnover they forced that gave them the chance to send that kicker out and go win this game.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Here he goes. One final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.